What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am back with another video, and today we have an interesting situation. Yaroslav Askarov, I feel like I'm butchering that name, has officially been traded. Now, before we get into this video and talk about this for San Jose, uh, and the Predators, because I think the Predators are lining themselves up for major success after this. Um, I do watch-alongs. I will be doing watch-alongs every other week, especially with college football, NFL. I will unfortunately miss the start of the NFL season, I believe. Or actually, maybe I will be here for the start of the NFL season. College football, I will not be, except for week 0 when this video goes out. So actually, when this video goes out, I will do one tomorrow for week 0 and the rest of the preseason games. But let's get right into this because we have full trade details, and this genuinely is super interesting to me. And like, the Predators are lining themselves up for not just the future or from the now, but for the future. They obviously go out and make 2 big moves, bringing in basically their top 6 is just great. They have a top 6. Hopefully they can get that depth that they needed. They've gotten rid of Cody Glass in the recent weeks. They're starting to form. And obviously when they signed UC Saros, everyone was wondering whether Nashville was going to be what they were going to do with, I have to hear his name one more time because I hear it, Askarov. I just need to say that last name. Obviously was like, dude, I'm one of your top prospects. I'm tired of playing in the AHL. Like, I want an opportunity. They're not going to give him, I don't remember why they didn't just give him the backup job, what have you. But at the end of the day, I think this move works out for both teams. I think that this is going to be a big-time move. Now, here we go. I'm going to show you guys the trade details. Now, I've heard different reports, but this is basically the biggest thing. Obviously, you have a goalie, you have a forward, and a third-round pick from Colorado's third-round pick going to San Jose. San Jose gets their goaltender that may be of the future. I wonder if they're going to put him into the lineup right away. We'll talk about that in a second. Obviously, he's going to get AHL time because that is what he wants. He wants AHL time. He's unfortunately going to be behind a San Jose team that is going to take a lot of runs. But before we get into that, Nashville got David Edstrom, Vegas's pick that they ended up giving to San Jose this offseason. They gave David Edstrom away in the Thomas Hertl deal, as well as the pick that is in this draft, which is the 2025 first-round pick from Vegas. So Nashville, just taking all of Vegas' sloppy seconds. And they also get a goaltender in that as well, which I think makes sense. You got to get rid of a goal. They probably wanted some sort of goaltender in this deal to try to have in the back. Obviously, you have a guy that you trust in UC Saros, so why do you don't need a major prospect, but I think this is a great pickup from Nashville. That first-round pick, who knows what that could turn into. Obviously, that's Vegas's, so it may be middle of the pack or later rounds. And either way, I think a first-round pick's a first-round pick, and Nashville now has that opportunity and also the leverage if they wanted to go out and get some more picks. But I think this helps. This is a win-win, in my opinion. Obviously, we'll look back at this and see if this was a real good trade. In my opinion, just off of first looks and just first impressions, I think Nashville wins this trade. Now, I know that's way too early. Like, I shouldn't be saying that. I really should not be saying that. The reason why I think Nashville really gets at least this trade, I should reword that, yeah. Nashville has a more success rate with this trade than San Jose does right now, because San Jose has to have time to get this done. And obviously, like, Cody, they weren't waiting for Cody Glass. That's everybody. That's Vegas didn't want to wait for him. So now to see a team like San Jose Nashville trade him away, everyone was like, okay, well, are they going to try to build up some prospects because they need some prospects. So at the end of the day now, they are in a great situation. Now, everyone's going to be wondering, well, what's their goaltenders going to look like? They First of all, let me just real quick double check this because I need to make sure. I think they get a pretty decent goaltender. They get a 23. Nashville gets a 23-year-old goaltender who's 6'5", so he's a little taller. And he's a left. His glove's left side from Sweden. I think that at the end of the day, you get a young goaltender that you could develop. I don't know if he's had NHL time. I'll try to look at that right now. But right now, the goalies, they have 6 goalies on the roster. Sorry. 5 goalies. They have not traded, or they have not sent. ESPN has not put him on the other team. They already brought over. I don't know how that works, but he did play games. It looks like. I'm trying to get some better detail. His regular season game started. He played in 8. He only had 1 game, 1 win, 6 losses, 1 overtime loss, goals .437. And I mean, that is what he's going into, no? Like, Askarov is going into that. Like, he is going to be a goalie that is going to struggle. This defense is not great right now. Now, they do, in this offseason, they bring in a guy like Lucas Carlson. They have a guy like Cody Ceci who will hopefully try to bulk up this defense. And they have a lot of young defensemen as well as older guys. So hopefully they can get a nice blend. But let's be real, this team is not going to be amazing. But I think that now that they are getting their future, they are getting good pieces and good young pieces in the defensive position. They are now getting younger offensive players, and you get a young player in this trade too. Like, getting a forward, I mean, that is, I believe, let me double check, you're getting a forward that's 21 years old. So you're getting another young piece to your team, and at the end, he'll be 22 in December. So you're getting another young piece to this team that is absolutely crucial. They obviously got a guy like Will Smith last year, and now they had their first round pick this year. So I think that the Sharks are building themselves up to have very good young strengths, and that's why I was interested when they got David Edstrom, what they were going to do, because now their center depth was crazy. Obviously, now you sent away David Edstrom to Nashville so he could go develop. And obviously, Nashville has at least Stamkos, Marchessault, Forsberg, all those guys for a few years. So you don't need to have him jump in right away. He's in a situation similar to other teams that are in the playoffs and really are looking for a championship, where the pretty much a good chunk of your roster is staying and are veterans. So you could have the younger guys develop in AHL or even in college or whatever. And I think that San Jose, this is a good trade for them. They obviously, I knew they were going to probably more likely be that team, right? We all knew that they were going to have to go in that situation. And I think that you get so many young picks when, like, and by the way, let me see this projection info. San Jose will have the choice of either their pick or Vegas if the top 10. So that's a little more details. Here's another just full details for you guys. I know that's a little small to see, and I have to move this down. Those are the full trade details. Obviously, some interesting details in this. I literally do think that this might be this couldn't have worked out, I think, better for both teams. I think when you're the Predators, you're a team that can develop this center in David Edstrom, and you have a goalie that whether you need him whether you need him to be a backup or whether you need him to be that third string guy where if one of your guys gets hurt, he can come in and help you out. I think that's big. And he's young, so that's what they wanted. They wanted a young guy in return. And then you have that first round pick that God knows what you could do with it. Maybe you see a problem in your team this year, or you see a problem down the line. Maybe there's a depth that you don't like defense or something. You can go get that. Because at the end of the day, what's going to hurt one of these teams when it's a goalie trade is where you're sending them. So when you're looking at San Jose, yeah, you get a third-round pick that you never know what it could be, and you never know what that third-round pick can get turned into, right? They can maybe even go after another veteran, and that third-round pick is used in that trade, or vice versa, with bringing in another young forward, helps your team a little more, and you have now more opportunities to maybe send another young prospect away to get somebody in. And then you bring in a goaltender who, yes, is he going to struggle right away? Probably. But he's getting what he wants. He's going to get starts. And when you look at who he's battling with in net, I mean, it's between Mackenzie Blackwood. I mean, here, I'll show you guys right now. This is the depth that they're looking at towards this team. And let's be real, besides this, obviously minus him, he's gone. He's a part of the trade. But when you're looking at who else is going to be there, I mean, it's one of the former New York or New Jersey guys. Like, it's going to be one of them. I think that this is a good trade for both teams. I think that you get what you need if you are San Jose, and you're hoping that this is like you're getting your center of the future. You're getting your defenseman of the future. Now you have your goalie that hopefully by the time he's 25, he's fully developed. By the time that a lot of these other guys are fully developed, who knows? This team could be very, very scary in a few years. When you're in a division that they are in, where it is slow, like when you think about the division and the teams, I mean, the Kings are an older team that are kind of dwindling out of the playoffs. The Oilers are going to try to make a one last push, but a lot of their guys are older. Vegas has a lot of older guys. So it's like this is their opportunity that in a few years they could really be the Kings of the Pacific Division while all these other teams drop. And for Nashville's sake, you have a lot of power to go up against Colorado. I think that defense is still in some sorts of a question mark, but I think you have that ability to go against guys like Colorado and go against the Stars. Like I said, let me know what you guys think. I think that as of right now, obviously, let's not just say there's a winner. I already regret saying it earlier. I think that this trade went well with both guys. So let me know what you guys think. Like this video, like it, comment down below. And yeah, dominate the world, ladies and gentlemen, because David Dominer is out. Peace.